Buddha's teachings, the essence of suffering, how to lighten the heart. Long ago, there was a small, beautiful village surrounded by mountains in a distant country. The people in this village lived peaceful lives, always helping each other. Yet, many villagers felt as if something was missing deep within. This feeling was like a shapeless shadow lurking in their hearts. Among them was a young man who felt this emptiness especially strongly. His name was Kai, and from a young age, he had a habit of deeply pondering questions like what is the meaning of life, and what is true happiness? These questions constantly swirled in his mind. One day, while talking with his friends in the village square, Kai shared his thoughts. Why are we working every day? What are we trying to gain? He asked. One of his friends responded, it's for living, supporting our families, and ensuring a secure life. But Kai was not satisfied with this answer. Is that really true happiness? Or is it just duty and responsibility? He asked further. His friends fell silent, unable to answer. Each of them held similar doubts in their hearts, yet none had found an answer. One day, Kai heard a story from an elderly man who lived on the outskirts of the village. According to the old man, a wise sage lived deep in the mountains who could teach the meaning of life. Hearing this, Kai felt a stirring in his heart. Should I continue my ordinary life here, or set out on a journey to find answers? After much inner struggle, he decided to leave the village and journey to seek the sage. Kai bid farewell to his family and friends and embarked on his new adventure. This journey marked a significant step toward confronting the questions he had always carried within him. During his travels, Kai encountered various people. Along the way, he conversed with other travelers and discovered that he was not alone. Many people also suffered from the same questions and struggles about life. Gradually, Kai realized that his questions were universal, and that many shared his worries. One day, he met a sage in the mountains, who told him, young man, the answers you seek are not outside, they lie within your own heart. This statement resonated deeply with Kai, but he still didn't fully understand its meaning. The sage smiled and said, go to the Buddha, and you may find the answers you seek. Kai resumed his journey and finally reached the place where Buddha resided. His heart was filled with both excitement and nervousness. Buddha looked at Kai calmly and, sensing his troubles, asked him, young man, what answers are you seeking? Kai opened up about the turmoil in his heart. I am constantly troubled by suffering. How can I lighten my heart and find true peace? He asked. Buddha nodded gently and answered, the root of suffering lies within our minds. When the mind becomes attached to desires, suffering arises. Kai reflected on these words and began to understand that the attachments and desires he held were the cause of his suffering. To overcome suffering, one must first look within and let go of attachments and desires. That is the first step toward liberation, Buddha explained. The essence of this world is impermanent, everything is always changing. By accepting this truth, we can lighten our hearts and attain peace. Kai engraved Buddha's teachings into his heart and began observing his own desires and attachments, practicing to release them daily. At first, it was challenging, but little by little, he felt his heart becoming lighter, and he began to approach others with more kindness and understanding. One day, Kai met a fellow traveler who was deeply troubled. Showing compassion, Kai shared Buddha's teachings, and gradually, the traveler found peace. Thank you. Your words have lightened my heart, the traveler expressed gratefully. Kai realized the impact he could have on others, feeling a sense of growth within himself. Returning to his village, Kai shared his experiences with the villagers. Within our hearts are attachments and desires that cause suffering. By recognizing them and letting them go, we can attain true peace, he said. The villagers, inspired, also began looking within themselves. The village gradually changed, and the bonds between the people grew stronger, filled with love and understanding. Kai's teachings encouraged the villagers to value their connections with others and look within, filling the entire village with peace and joy. Kai's teachings soon spread beyond the village to other places. People opened their hearts to his words, learning how to release inner suffering. Before long, Kai's teachings were known far and wide, and many people began gathering around him. Kai spoke to everyone equally, teaching that they could find peace in their hearts by letting go of attachments and desires. His teachings emphasized inner peace rather than superficial happiness, which deeply resonated with many people. Finally, Kai shared his wisdom, saying, "Within our hearts lie the roots of suffering. But by recognizing and releasing them, we can attain true peace and happiness." The villagers nodded deeply, resolving to continue caring for each other and seeking inner peace.